Hey everyone, a few weeks back, I released a video uh, basically posing some questions about EasyVista's acquisition, or at that time it was an agreement to acquire a majority stake in OTRS. That deal has now been finalized. EasyVista did acquire a majority stake in OTRS, and I had a chance to sit down with Evan Carlson sit down virtually, and actually ask some of those questions that I posed in that video. And I wanted to do a follow-up to kind of explain at least my take on what he said and um, share with you all, kind of close the loop on what I talked about in that video. So again, EasyVista acquired a majority stake in OTRS. EasyVista is a US based company, New York City, I think, and OTRS is a Europe-based company, Germany, I believe. Um, Both have an ITSM product. OTRS for a long time was a an open source, community supported platform, and now they've migrated to be um, cloud first, basically a proprietary platform. There is a fork of OTRS from the last version that was open source, but that's not part of the OTRS company, not part of this OTRS acquisition deal. Um, so basically, we have two proprietary ITSM systems, but EasyVista, of course, has the rest of its platform. It has the monitoring and observability pieces, asset management, all sorts of good stuff that complements its ITSM platform. So now we have a combined company that has two ITSM platforms and a bunch of other stuff. So of course, the natural question came out: what happens with both ITSM platforms? Um, the plan and Evan stressed this multiple times. The plan is to keep both of them around. EasyVista won't replace OTRS. OTRS won't replace EasyVista. They both will continue to stay around. And that's for a few reasons. But first and foremost, the a lot of folks at EasyVista now actually have experience with Sharewell. So we all know, a lot of people who watch this channel are very familiar with what happened with Sharewell over the course of the last several years, right? First, Sharewell gets acquired by Avanti, another company that has another ITSM product, with many promises of no, Cherwell is going to stay around. We have no plans to kill off Cherwell. And then at the end of 2023, an announcement comes out that Cherwell is going end of life at the end of 2026, shocking a lot of people. A lot of people at EasyVista came from Cherwell. Some of them were part of the Avanti acquisition, so they went from Cherwell to Avanti with that deal, uh, and kind of had a front row seat as all of this unfolded. Some of them, like the rest of us, had to watch from the sidelines. Um, but no matter what perspective they have on that, or whatever experience they had with that, they all felt that they didn't want another situation like that. So whatever happened with OTRS and EasyVista with that deal, they wanted to make sure that people using OTRS weren't shocked, didn't feel like they, didn't have a pathway forward. The key being that OTRS will continue to be around, and that is absolutely the plan. The uh, this acquisition is more a strategic one, so it expands EasyVista into Europe. It expands OTRS into the US. They see OTRS and EasyVista as complementary platforms. OTRS tends to do well in a slightly different market, or very different market, than EasyVista does. So it gives the combined company access to customers from both realms. I asked if there was an expected pathway that uh, a hypothetical company could start out using OTRS. because one of the areas that OTRS does well is in smaller scale companies and eventually migrate or graduate to EasyVista. And well, there wasn't a firm, confident statement one way or the other. It didn't seem like that was necessarily a thing that would be necessary. OTRS can certainly scale with the size of a company, and a company that does well with OTRS wouldn't necessarily be forced to switch over to EasyVista um, for some arbitrary reason. Obviously, if you want to take advantage of something that's in EasyVista that isn't in OTRS, well, that's a different conversation. Um, it also sounded like there was some potential that some of the other parts of EasyVista might work well with OTRS. Yeah, obviously, OTRS at one point being an open source community supported platform, um, obviously that lends itself to let's integrate with other pieces. And maybe some of that stuff already existed. I did We didn't have a whole lot of time, so I didn't dive too deep into um, that line of questioning. But I suspect that that might be a thing that uh, might be on the table that you might see more of coming out. But for me, the key was that OTRS is going to stay around. The company is going to stay around. Obviously, combined entity, but OTRS, the company, the people, the product, all of that will continue to stay around. And it's really just a combined effort, a strategic combination. Again, extending EasyVista into Europe, extending OTRS into North America, um, and providing a product to a larger market, or having a more comprehensive product line. Um, so I think really interesting strategy. Definitely put a lot of my concerns, even though I wouldn't be directly affected by that if OTRS were to go away, but put a lot of my concerns to rest. Um, and hopefully, if my video from a few weeks ago spooked anyone, it sounds like that is not the case. No reason to be spooked. Um, there's a commitment from EasyVista leadership that OTRS will continue to stay around, will continue to be supported. It's basically business as usual, just with a combined larger team, all focused on doing more of the same that they've been doing. So definitely an interesting development in the ITSM space, but I think a positive one for both Easy Vista customers and OTRS customers, and the broader ITSM market in both North America and Europe. So hopefully that uh, brought a little bit of clarity to this conversation. If you have any questions, drop a comment down in the box down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.